Welcome to the Learn Flute podcast. This is episode number 64, and I'm Rebecca Fuller, your host and expert of all things flute related, especially in the arena of learning how to play the flute and all the ins and outs it takes to be successful. There's a lot to do and a lot to learn, so let's get started. Can music really heal?
You can do it, and Rebecca will show you how. Step by step, all along the way. Introducing the Learn Flute podcast.
Hi again, and welcome back. I'm Rebecca Fuller, your online flute teacher and instructor of the instrument flute. It's the concert flute, or some people call it the classical flute, even though we play much more than just classical style music on it. It's a chromatic instrument, even though it's considered a C instrument. And if all that kind of confuses you, no worries. Stick with me and I will help you understand all of it to the point where it's easy and normal vocabulary. One of my talents is to nurture talent in others. Yep, what a fun job, don't you think? I love it. And I love that you're here today ready to learn even more about playing the flute. Well, today we're going to have a discussion that will explore the idea that music has some sort of powers. Can music really heal? I have some really great views and opinions on this subject, and I'm wondering if you do also. It's pretty much a fact that music influences, and I think we'd all agree that the lyrics, especially of a song, can make us feel and conjure up emotions that were under our surface already. Well, music also influences ideas. Or is it just the lyrics that give us notions and ideas? Well, I'm a child of the 70s. Yes, I know. Well, perhaps if you're old enough, you'll remember this. Do you remember the old-style Sesame Street show? Well, I loved it, and I am definitely a Sesame Street kid. Now, there was one segment on the show that particularly stuck with me that I'll use as an example right now, and that's the Willy Wimple song. It's actually just a cartoon song set to a familiar tune. I think it's called the Flora song. It's one of those tunes like the Arkansas Traveler that you can just hum along to without even knowing beforehand. Now, in this song, there is a man, and it's a little cartoon showing, and this man routinely litters paper and pop bottles as he travels through the land. He leaks oil into streams and chops down trees whenever he feels like it. Then the song sings, "If every kid did it, can't you see? What an icky mess this would be." I don't know if you remember this. It also says, "No room for a marching band and no place for people to stand." And it goes on and on. Well, I've always remembered this because that was devastating looking to me. And every time I had an orange peel or a banana peel or a wrapper in my hands, I always remembered that song, and I would never ever litter because if every kid did it, can't you see what an icky mess this would be? Well, I remembered this and I sing it to my kids all the time when I see a random piece of trash lying around. Well, my point here is that this simple tune and meaningful lyrics are a powerful demonstration that one person does matter and has the power to hurt or harm. So I took that internally and used it all the time in my life and decided that I could do good. I could also harm. It's up to me. And if every kid did it, can't you see what an icky mess this would be, or what an awesome place this could be? That's what I like to change it to. Well, I personally got the message loud and clear, even though I was just a young child, and I've carried that message with me through all of my years, and also have tried to convey that message to my own children as well. Well, this is just one quick example of the power of music and also the power of lyrics. They go hand in hand at many times, but there are countless other ways that music can be used to enhance or even harm us. Think back onto the last time you might have been in a funky mood or maybe didn't even feel so great. Is it possible that your favorite uplifting song came on the radio and immediately changed your attitude? Well, it happens all the time. Just the same as if you're waltzing through the mall and duck into a department store only to be bombarded with loud, chaotic, and angry sounding music. I still don't understand how this is supposed to help put someone in the buying mood, but certain stores do it all the time. It's actually part of their store mantra, and they have certain tracks and volume levels that are mandatorily instructed from the corporate offices. So apparently it does something for someone. It's just not my thing. So I'll usually quickly leave if I feel those angry music darts aiming at me, because I feel it. And I know you probably do too. One more little light I'd like to turn on today for you with this subject is my good colleague in the music business, Michael Ballum, here in Northern Utah. He is quite an advocate for the arts. And in fact, he's assumed his title of musical missionary, which is kind of cool. He has definitely taken this title and run as far as he can with it, since he's sung and lectured all over the world, as well as owns and runs his own opera company. It's quite impressive, to say the least. Well, I've had the opportunity to attend a few of his lectures, and I'll admit right now that I never leave with a dry eye. In fact, I'm kind of a mess within just a few minutes of listening to what he has to say. Music and the arts, and the importance of what it can do, and how it can touch us humans and our spirits within us, is just unrivaled, in my opinion. Now, Michael has a specific lecture he gives on the power of music and healing, and he gives the most amazing examples. He has used music to open minds of Alzheimer's patients and those even with severe dementia. It's incredible how one person who cannot even remember their own name and their family's names can have a long-forgotten instrument placed into their hands and slowly, or sometimes even suddenly, start playing or singing along. Then their brain seems to be stimulated, and forgotten details of life are suddenly brought to the surface, and things seem well again for a time. It is really quite fascinating. If you have the opportunity or the inkling and time to ever study this, you can find many resources online under the music therapy field. It is real, and this may resonate with you and be something you might want to know more about. And I am a testament to it myself through many different life and teaching experiences. Well, I hope that you're able to get a little spark today in your mind from listening to me bring a new musical subject to light. There are so many avenues that we can explore together, so many different pieces and parts of life and music that will enhance and bring joy to you and your family. I thank you for being here today, and as usual, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if any of your experiences with music in a hopefully positive way, because it's fun and interesting to share and collaborate with you all. So, to answer the question, can music really heal? The answer is a resounding yes. I hope you've had a chance to get inside the members area in one of the lesson courses at learnfluteonline.com this week and get some instruction from me that you can put into practice to boost your level of musicianship, especially on the instrument flute. Keep on keeping on.
Thanks for listening today. Remember that this is where people of all ages, such as you, can come, learn, and play the musical instrument flute in an easy-to-follow, organized manner, and in the privacy and comfort of your own home, on your own schedule.